The Joe Rogan Experience.
What was your experience like with the whole SNL debacle thing? What was that like?
It's very, very crazy. I don't know. It's tough to. There's not many people that you can even talk to about it. You know, because it fucks you up a little. Like it makes you like not trust people and shit for a while.
Like in what way?
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But back to the experience of it was like. You just, it was kind of surreal because I was one of the first people to get like canceled or however you want to say it, consequences, however you want to say it. Doesn't matter what we call it. It is what it is.
Right.
But I was one of the first people to go from, I was poor. I was not famous at all. I was poor. And then I got canceled immediately. Like that was my,
right.
It was a very different experience.
You didn't get famous and then get canceled.
Most people that get canceled are, yeah.
You got canceled on the way.
I got canceled immediately.
Yeah.
They literally were like, how about this guy? And everyone was like, no.
So you got cast on SNL.
Yes.
And then what happened?
So I found out I was getting on SNL the day before they announced it. So I got a call. They're like, hey, we want to put you on the cast. The whole time we'll start from the top. My agents and all those people, they were like, do you want to send a packet in for SNL? And I was like, no, I'm not going to be a writer. I won't work on that show. And then I guess they saw me at JFL and Comedy Central thing, and they were like, we like him, we want him to audition. He can come straight in to audition. So I went straight to the main stage for the audition. And the whole time leading up to it, I was like, I'm never going to get this. I don't care. I want to do stand-up. I kind of hated SNL at that point because every sketch was like, you know what it is.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'll never fit in there. And then when you go to audition, it's just you just wait your turn in a green room, and they keep you there extra long for like 2 or 3 hours to like make you nervous.
Really?
But I knew I was certain I was never going to get it, and I really wasn't nervous. I was in there fucking dipping, hanging out, and then they were like, all right, it's your turn to go. But that's when the nerves hit. Like you walk in and you see the main stage because that's what you audition on is like the stage.
Wow.
And it's a totally empty studio. The whole room's empty except for a table of like writers and producers and Lorne Michaels. And then you go on and they're like 3, 2, go do 5 minutes.
Wow.
In front of just a camera right
and
in
are
front
you
of you.
doing stand-up?
I did stand-up.
Wow.
I did 5 minutes of stand-up. That's all. And then I ran into Michael Che that night. And I was so nervous. Like I was so nervous when I was auditioning that I had to like hold the mic against my chin because my hand was fucking shaking. Well, it was crazy. There's no one in the room. You just have to do stand up for 5 minutes to no one.
That's so weird.
It was so weird. And you're not supposed to look at or acknowledge the table of writers and producers or whatever.
What? They have rules?
They have rules that your agents tell you. Oh. They never told you any rules.
So your agent says, do not look at the writers.
Yeah, they're like, don't even acknowledge them. Pretend the room's full. Just go. And everybody was like, they're never going to laugh. The table, Lorne, all them, they're not going to laugh. First thing I said, they all started laughing. And I was like, I was supposed to not acknowledge them. But, I was doing stand-up.
Do you remember what you said?
No, I don't. Genuinely.
You just did a bit.
Yeah, I was nervous. But as soon as they started laughing, I was like, and then went back to, you know what I mean? I was like looking at them. I could see they were laughing. And I was told the whole time, no one's going to laugh. They were laughing. And I was like, oh, fuck. I did pretty good. Ran into Che that night. I was like, I sucked. I was nervous. He was like, no, that was good. Then a couple days later, you get a call back and you go into the office and you meet everybody and you walk around and talk to everybody. And the people I was with that were also doing that, then you go into Lorne Michaels' office to meet him. So the 3 people I was with, they all went in slowly, met him, left. One guy didn't even get invited in. They just sent him home, which is fucked up. They invited him to the callback and then were like, no, never mind.
Wow.
And then they kept me there for an extra hour by myself. And I was just sitting there like, oh, fuck, I got this. Like, I'm going to be on it. Like, I can't believe I got this. I wasn't even excited. I was just like, this is wild. This is fucking nuts. And then I go in and meet with Lorne, and he's the man. He's a nice guy. And he was like, I'm going to use you, but I don't know how. And like all that shit. And then time passes, and I figured they were going to ask me to be a writer because that's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Usually you work on the show to experience what the show's like. but I don't know. I didn't want to be a writer.
By all accounts, that place is a den of thieves.
Everybody, yeah.
A den of thieves. You hear Jim Brewer's account of the climate in that place, and it's horrific.
Yeah.
They're all stealing from writers. They're stealing from performers. If you're a writer and you submit your packages, the higher-up writers will steal your shit, according to Brewer.
Yeah.
If you submit a package, they own that package, even if they don't hire you.
I know that.
So if you have some great premises, they decide they're just going to take your premises and not hire you. They own all those bits.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, yeah, I don't care about writing. I didn't want to be a writer.
Right.
So I was like, even if they offer me the writing thing, I was like, I don't want to take it. I think I would have at the time. But anyway, they asked me to go straight to cast. So I was like, yeah, I'll definitely do that. Lauren calls, says, hey, we want to use you on the show. We're going to announce it tomorrow. He was like, do you have anything you want us to check out? Like, they have people that vet you.
Right.
But they're not used to people having podcasts.
Right. So they'd have to go through hundreds of
hours. They go through
of
your
shit.
Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. I was just like, I'll just delete all that shit. I don't care. Delete it all.
Right.
But I was like, I also have a podcast. And they're like, yeah, what's that? And I was like, I don't know. I say like gay and retard a lot. And they were like, oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. So I was like, all right, we'll see. And so the day they announced it, it was cool. It was very cool. You hear from everybody you've ever grown up with. They're all like, holy shit, I can't believe you're on this. And then, so that lasted for about like 3 hours before an article came out that was like, here's what this guy says. There's a clip of me saying some, unsavory stuff.
Yeah.
But
talking shit.
It was the one podcast we ever filmed. That's the one they used.
Wow.
And it just happened. And it was funny, too, because people were like, man, they really had to dig to find this. I was like, that's probably like 3 minutes in. It was like, we had one podcast online, and it was 3 minutes in.
Well, it's what we were saying earlier. That's what podcasts are, and that's what comics do a lot. We talk shit. It doesn't mean you really mean those things. But the idea today is that talking shit is not real. They want to take out of context phrases and sentences that you've used and put them in quotes and make you look like a monster.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It was only one article that came out?
No, there was
quite a few.
So many articles. I think I was number one on Twitter for like 3 straight days.
Wow.
Of just getting fucking eviscerated.
Did you read it all?
Oh, I read all of it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, everybody was like, stop reading comments. I still read comments. I read every comment.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
It's fucked up. And it's crazy, too, because I'll read like 90 good ones and then one bad one.
The one bad one will fuck you up.
Just depends which one it is.
Right.
I'll get called like, fat retard constantly. I'll be like, yeah, whatever. I can walk through that, no problem.
Right.
But then there'll be one that's like, he's nervous, like something where they get you, where they know you.
Yeah.
Like he laughs at his own jokes on every podcast. It's like, oh fuck.
Do I? Shit. Yeah. Right.
Anyway, so I get all that stuff comes out, and it was funny. This is funny. I went into Lorne Michaels' office. And he was talking, and I was convinced I was getting fired. Like, I knew I was getting fired. Because if they didn't get me on that, there's so much more. So much worse. And so he was talking to me, and he was like, no, we think we can... He's like, if we just get you to the first episode, like, people will see you're not a piece of shit person.
Right.
Like, just talk. And I was like, whatever, I'll do... If I get fired here, whatever, I'll just go do Joe Rogan next week, and I'll be fine. Anyway, I thought that was funny. No?
What?
I was like, I literally...
Is that what you thought?
I literally thought that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it would be funny.
Well, it could have been funny.
Yeah.
I was booked up, though.
No, it was fine. It was just funny to truly... That was a conversation I actually had.
Really?
In Lorne Michaels' office in the middle of that.
That's hilarious.
I was in pure fucking panic.
Terror?
Yeah. Yeah. But...
Because I remember somebody contacted me, like, to have you on. And I was like, I don't have any room. Like, for a long... I could do, like, an emergency podcast, but I'm like, let me let this dude ride this out. Yeah. And then we'll do one eventually.
Truly glad that did not happen. Because I would have come in emotional. I would have come in like,
guns
what happened
blazing.
to me isn't fair.
Right.
And then And I never felt that way. Like the whole time I was like, I kind of get it.
When someone gets really canceled, you need perspective.
Yeah.
You know what it's like? It's like you need that venom to work its way through your system. And then you develop a certain amount of immunity to the actual moment.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ended up being a good thing.
So when Lauren pulls you in the office and says, we just have to get you to the stage. We just have to get you to an episode. Then what happens?
It just kept steamrolling. Like it didn't dissipate at all. Like it kept being like, no, you guys need to fire him. And I get it.
Because
and then,
that's where the fun is.
Yeah.
The fun in going after someone is not going after someone and then no consequences. That makes them sad.
Yeah.
What makes them happy is they can get you fired.
Yeah. And they did. They did a good job.
Yeah, good job, everybody.
Yeah, and it's fine. Look, the whole time.
Here's why it's fine. Your sketches that you're doing, what is it, Gillian Keeves?
Yeah.
Those are the best fucking comedy sketches that are on the internet right now. And
Thank you.
I'm not bullshitting. The only thing that's at the same level is Kyle Dunnigan's shit.
Oh, man.
Kyle Dunnigan, the shit that he's doing.
Dude.
Because he's got a massive advantage with that face swap, though.
And he's so good at fucking impressions.
He's amazing. Have you seen the new thing that Dunnigan is doing? He's the fucking, what is it? He does a Fresh Prince takeoff with Biden. What is it called?
Yeah, Fresh Prince of DC.
Yeah,
something
like that. Fresh Prez.
Yeah,
dude, it's tear jerking.
His Bill Maher.
Oh my god, it's incredible.
New rule.
Yeah,
it just oh my god.
And there's something about it that it's almost got like a South Park-esque quality to it because it looks so fake, but it's obvious. It's like these things. Like, look how bad these look. Look at the little tiny hand he holds up for Bill Maher. Like, the face swap thing is amazing. It really is amazing because he's like, look at the AOC, because it looks so fake. Like, you would never believe that that's the real person. So it's comedic, but it's also the material's brilliant, and you can get away with so much in someone else's voice when everybody knows it's not really that person.
Yeah.
It's really one of the most genius platforms ever created.
Yeah,
and he's the master. Him and Kurt Metzger. They're incredible.
They're both. Yeah,
it's the best shit.
Kurt's like he's one of my favorite comedians.
But the shit you're doing is right up there with that. It's really fucking funny, man. It's really funny, and it's like something you would never be able to do on SNL. The stuff you guys are doing. How are you financing this stuff?
I financed half, and then we had a production company that financed half.
The Trump one was amazing. The Trump speed dating.
Yeah, it's John McKeever. He's Keeves. He's incredible. Writer, director. He writes all these, edits them, makes them.
They're really good, man.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Damn, I spazzed on that SNL story.
No, you didn't at all. How do you spaz?
Felt like it came out bad.
No. Look, it's an awkward story.
It is. You know? It's always, here's what's uncomfortable about it, is I don't want to sound like, it's weird for me to rail against cancel culture, because I was a victim of it, for lack of a better word. You know what I mean?
Why is it weird for you to rail against it?
I don't know. I just, it makes me...
Seems defensive?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather just be like, look, if people bring up cancel culture, I'm just like...
Honestly, I really believe it's better for you in the long run. I really do. You're a brilliant comedian, and I think your sketches are incredible, and I think it's better that you not get attached to something that's ultimately corrupting.
And I don't want to be on the other side of it, where it's like, I'm a free speech guy, I'm a fucking... It's like, dude, I don't want to be involved in any of this. I just want to do comedy.
Catch new episodes of The Joe Rogan Experience for free, only on Spotify. Watch back catalog JRE videos on Spotify, including clips. Easily, seamlessly switch between video and audio experience. On Spotify, you can listen to the JRE in the background while using other apps and can download episodes to save on data cost, all for free. Spotify is absolutely free. You don't have to have a premium account to watch new JRE episodes. You just need to search for the JRE on your Spotify app. Go to Spotify now to get this full episode of The Joe Rogan Experience.